Here we have Oliver Sloup standing by. He's with iiTRADER, and he's there at the edge of the CME Group trading floor. Thanks for joining us, Oliver. I assume everything is probably fairly quiet as we get ready for the big reports coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty quiet. I think a lot of producers and traders alike have a lot of their positions squared up and hedged the way they want to be going into tomorrow's report, which will be a big one. We expect a lot of volatility, and that oftentimes presents a lot of good opportunity. You know, if you remember last year on this report, we bottomed out and managed to rally about 40 cents over the following month in that corn contract. I'm not saying that we're going to see anything like that tomorrow, but what I'm saying is I think you're going to see the ranges start to expand a little bit as we've consolidated towards this key technical level. For that May contract, 349 to 352. 350 is obviously the psychological level. 352 is the December lows. If we are able to close above that on a closing basis, I think that sets us up really well going into this planting season. But ultimately, the bulls still have a lot of work to do to get a little bit better footing in this market. They want to see a close above 364 to really solidify themselves going forward.
I believe in the past, Oliver, you were pointing to soybean trade and maybe testing support around 960, and boy, they got really close to that today. Didn't take it out, but they did get close.
Yeah, we've been talking about 960 for the past 3 weeks, so we got pretty darn close. We had to move some buy orders up, so we did step in at this level, thinking that we're going to see at least some sort of relief rally. It's a little bit more difficult with the big report tomorrow. Could really move the market, but we still think there's pretty good value at these levels with the RSI, or Relative Strength Index, at the most oversold levels that we've seen in a very long time for this soybean contract. So 992 was previous support. That now becomes resistance. That's kind of the first line in the sand we're looking at for that May soybean contract.
I know we've been looking at pre-report estimates all morning long here when it comes to the prospective plantings and the quarterly stocks report. What are you going to be keying in on when you watch for the numbers coming out tomorrow morning?
You know, I'm going to be watching price more than anything. There's a lot of jawboning back and forth, and as I alluded to earlier, you know, we saw a lot of heat in the market last year after this report was released in both corn and soybeans. So you saw a lot of the weak longs get shaken out on what was supposed to be a bearish number, but then rally after that. So I think a lot of the bad news is probably likely baked into the cake. That doesn't mean we won't see more downward pressure, but I suspect that there's going to be some sort of premium coming back into the market over the next month or so.